Tonight, security expert Derek Humble from Globe Risk International joins me. Derek, first of all, give me your perspective as you watched this unfold, that this should be happening simultaneously. How well planned was it?
Well, it's not just simultaneous two incidents. There was also a bombing of a synagogue in Paris around about the same time. The same day that they took out the office, they set fire to and blew up a synagogue. So this is a really sort of busy time for these for the officials in France, in Paris. But I don't know that there's any coordination. It's like our situation where we had an attack, a soldier run over up in Quebec. Next thing, this guy's attacking Parliament Hill. Was it cooperation? Could they have claimed cooperation if they actually survived it? Or was it just an inspirational move? He did it, I'm going to do it.
Although in this case, I think now new information coming out suggests that there are 500 phone calls have been tracked between the girlfriend, who is now, on the loose, and the wife of one of the brothers. So what does that suggest to you?
Well, I think they're all talking to one another. I mean, as I said earlier, is that you've got such a huge number of suspected people there that they're tracking all of these phone numbers. What's interesting about this e-int, as they say, the electronic int, is they can tell you an awful lot after the event. You look at 9/11, they pieced it together after it happened. They knew it was going to happen. They just couldn't get the information out fast enough. So there's all sorts of things flying around in the air, messages, emails, texts, you name it.
One of them is the fact that Algeria may actually have tipped off the French government the day before the attack on Charlie Hebdo.
I would be surprised if they could react quickly enough if it's just one day warning. Because you have to assess where the information is coming from. You have to understand the motive of the informant. Do you actually get involved? Do you stand people to? Do you frighten people? Do you do a number of things based on some information that, with a day's notice, you haven't really verified it, no matter who it comes from?
But the French really have such a good track record on intelligence from everything we're learning, partly because of the number of jihadists that have gone to Syria and Iraq from France.
They've had an awful lot of terrorism experiences. Right back to Carlos the Jackal. He shot 2 police officers in Paris a while ago. You know, and he's an Arab terrorist. He's not a jihadist, but it's the same principle. The problem is, and the view of the French in the international security world is that they're pragmatic about terrorism. They will pay ransoms because they've dealt with these people before and they know it's the easiest route. To stand up and say, we don't deal with terrorists, that's not the French way. But it didn't make them immune to this type of incident. They went after them with gusto.
Some very, very delicate negotiations unfolded, I'm sure, today at the 2 locations. One of the most stunning images was all of those hostages, when it was all over, who managed to escape with their lives. Your thoughts, first of all, on how they managed that?
Well, what happens in an incident like this? You get one gunman and the woman as well. She may have been armed, I'm not sure. They go in, I don't know how the total number, maybe 14, 15 people. So what you've got is you've got a group of people, 2 people arrive with guns, they go, well, is this serious? Bang, 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 yes, we're serious. So all of a sudden, everybody in the room is compliant. Everybody's lying down, everybody's doing what they're told to do. But as soon as they see their opportunity, I don't know whether it was inspired by the police, I don't know whether they lobbed in what we call a flashbang. The flashbang is designed to disorient everybody, so you don't know what's going on. Police come in, people run out the door. Not unlike the Australian situation.
That's right, yeah, but just what a deadly, historic and tragic week in France. Derek, thank you so much for your insight tonight.